Hello YouTube land, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue from where we left off the last time. We did scales using the letter formula. Today we'll be using numbers. Please, if you have not watched that video, I would advise you to click on that little box and go back and watch that video. Learn those scales, because once you learn those, this one will be so much easier. So now let's get into it. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Now, let's get into our lesson. The number formula is a very great tool to have in your tool shed. It is good when learning your scales. It makes learning scales easy, and it is great for when playing with other musicians. Now, there are 8 keys in every scale. You have 1 to the 8. The 1 and the 8 will always be the same key. The easiest way to learn your scales is remember this: root, whole step, half, whole step, half. What is the whole half method? Let me explain that to you. So, say for example, you're playing in the key of C. The root key will be C, also considered as 1. So from the C to the C sharp is a half step. From C to the D is a whole step. So half step, whole step. In every whole step you have to miss a key in between. So C to C sharp is a half step. C to D is a whole step. F to F sharp is a half step. F to G is a whole step. So it will be as simple as root. We're still playing in C. So root, miss a key, whole step. Miss the other key, whole step. Now there's no key to miss, half step. Then miss a key again, whole step. Miss the key again, whole step. Miss a key, whole step. No key, half step. But however, these two just don't have no key there. So let me do it in C sharp, where it will be more understandable. So C sharp, root key. C sharp, you miss a key, you go to the next key. That's the whole step. If you come right beside it, that would be a half step, because there is no key there to miss. So let's do it as the scale and go right down. So go root, miss a key, whole step. Miss another key, whole step. Then no key, half step. Miss, whole step. Miss again, whole step. You miss this key, whole step. Then half. So I hope that was easy to understand. Root, whole step, half step. Whole step, half step. So now let's get into the number formula. What makes scales easy to learn with numbers is that the 3 to the 4 will always be a half step. Always. And the 7 to the 8 will always be a half step. And that will just make it easy. For example, we're going to use the C sharp scale as the example. So you have the C sharp root. So you have 1, 2, 3, then a half step. Now 4, 5, 6, 7, then a half step. So the 3 to the 4 will always be a half step, and the 7 to the 8 will always be a half step, regardless of what scale you're practicing. But let's give another example. You're playing in C. C will be the root key. So you have 1, 2, 3. The next step is a half step. There's no key, so a half step. 4, 5, 6, 7, then another half step. 8. Regardless of what key you're playing in, what scale you're practicing, it will always be 3 to the 4 will always be a half step, and the 7 to the 8 will always be a half step, and everything else will be whole step. So instead of saying C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try that in C sharp. So in C sharp it will be, the C sharp will be the 1, which is the root key. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just remember, every key that you're playing in, that will become the 1. So for example, you're playing a song and the song is in F sharp. That means the F sharp will be the 1 because you'll be playing in the F sharp scale. If you're playing in C sharp, then C sharp will become the 1 because you'll be playing in the C sharp scale. So whatsoever the scale is that you're playing in, that letter, that root key will become the 1. So if you're playing in C, the C is the 1. If you're playing in F sharp, the F sharp is the root key, so the F sharp will be the 1. The G will become the 1. So whatever scale you're playing in, the root key will be the 1. And then you just follow the scale going down as normal. Now we're going into C sharp, which is C sharp will be the root key. So you go, C sharp scale will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going into the D. D will be the root key, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the D sharp will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going into my favorite key, which will be E. E as the root, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now to the F, root key will be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the F sharp, root key 1. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it will be G. G, root key 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G sharp, which will be root key G sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I go into A. Root key will be A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then A sharp. A sharp will be the root key, so it will be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then B. Root key will be the B. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope this video was helpful in understanding number formula for scales. If you like this video, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and you can leave a comment down below. See you in the next video.